Alright, welcome to my second video here. In my first video I covered how I used my solar power to pump water and run my house water. In this one I'm going to cover how I filter water using my solar power. Just a refresher, I've got these three pumps over here. That first one, it pumps water out of my barrels of water. This is from my spring that fills those barrels. First one goes into that one first, goes around into this one, and then into my pumps into this big water storage tank. My house water keeps between about 30 and 50 psi with those two pumps. They run off these batteries that are charged with my solar panels. For my reverse osmosis, I've found that to get the best water quality I need to boost my pressure a little higher, and this is what this pump is for. It's my third pump, and it comes from basically out of that tank and fills this tank and maintains its pressure at about 60 to 90 psi. With that I get pretty clean water. Now here's my actual reverse osmosis unit. It's a standard unit. It costs about $100. Nothing special. I did make a few adjustments. I took out the normal valve and replaced it with some electronic valves. I did this so that I could maintain better control over my water. A normal system, anytime the tank, basically this is a storage tank. After it goes through the reverse osmosis, it fills this tank. Anytime the pressure in this tank is 60% of your incoming water, a normal reverse osmosis kicks on. Now the problem with this is right here is the reverse osmosis housing. Every time the water's off, that gets filled with through osmosis, gets filled with not very clean water. And so is what I did. A normal house will just every time you drink a cup of water, it'll take and refill that and basically just pump the dirty water out, put it in your tank, and then it stops because it's full again. I have it set up off of this pressure switch so that it maintains this tank pressure between about 15 and 25 psi. I want to keep that as low as I can and still get water flow in my house, because the membrane will see the pressure between that tank, the difference between that tank and this tank. So the higher pressure I have in this and the lower I have in this is the higher pressure I see in is the amount of pressure that I see in that housing. And so I keep that as low as I can, and I have these switches. Basically this one right here turns the whole unit on and off. So anytime that this pressure switch gets down low enough, it kicks on, turns this on, basically starts pumping water in there into the housing. We can actually see what pressure I got right now on that tank. If I can focus on that. I can't really read that. It's about 70 psi. I don't know if you could read it on there, but anyway, that's what the pressure is right now. That'll kick on, start pumping. The second one is actually hooked up to a delay timer, and so anytime this first one kicks on, this delay timer kicks on and opens this one up for about 1.5 minutes. Now 1.5 minutes gives just enough time to drain off all of the impure water that's inside of this housing. That just goes down to the drain. I have a check valve right there so I don't get backflow out of my tank. 1.5 minutes, that shuts off. It forces the pressure back into here and up into my tank. Now with this system, my total dissolved solids goes down from about 700 to about 5 using this system. So it does a really good job. The neat thing about it too is right now I'm just running off spring water that runs into these barrels. But if for some chance something happened, an earthquake or something, and I didn't have water, didn't have city water, didn't have my spring water, I could go down to a river or a creek or anywhere I could find water, and I could just pour it in this barrel. All the sand and silt, whatever, would settle to the bottom. I'd take it and it would filter off some, go through this barrel and fill that barrel up. Still wouldn't be drinkable water, but then this reverse osmosis would suck it out of there, pressurize it, and filter it out, and it would be good drinking water. The only thing is, even though a reverse osmosis will filter out bacteria and viruses, you don't really want to run them through there because eventually they can grow through the membrane. So if I had stuff I suspected had viruses or bacteria in it, I would probably treat it with something. It would get taken out by the charcoal filters, you know, if I put chlorine in there or something to kill everything, or peroxide or bleach, whatever. So I'd probably do that just to kill off all the bacteria, and it would all get filtered out, and then I'd have clean drinking water when I was done. Anyway, that's what I do for my solar powered water purification. It's been running off solar power for months, and works very well. Thanks for watching.